In today's video I'll talk about how we can learn and how we can grow without judging ourselves. It might sound like a weird and stupid idea or a stupid topic to take up in a video, but I think it is extremely crucial because the reality is that so many of us feel constantly judged. One reason being that schools, teachers, parents, families, friends, society, movies, TV shows, everyone has an opinion about what we shouldn't do and what we should do and how we should behave and what we should learn and how we should grow and all of that. And now also with the social media and the internet, we are constantly being bombarded with opinions about how we should behave, what we should learn, what's important as a man, as a woman. And it can get very overwhelming and it'll be very easy for us to judge ourselves, and it's a very dark road to go down on, because no matter what we do now with so many opinions, there's always going to be one or two or a million people disagreeing with us. And as a guy, there is constantly pressure to be more masculine, yet be more understanding of others, and so we are constantly being torn in multiple directions, and it can get so clustered and overwhelming that we'll have no clue how we should behave. Guys will feel so pressured to be nice and behave well that they'll never explore their masculine sides. They'll never see that power that masculine energy can help them bring into their lives and into the world. Or on the other area, people who are told that they need to be masculine, maybe they've learned very young that if they don't, their girlfriend will cheat on them. And so they overcompensate and become very toxic masculine by dominating and being aggressive and not treating others well. Now, the very simple and logical solution to that is that we should behave like ourselves. We should be authentic to ourselves and stay true to us, no matter what anyone tells us. But it's not that simple, because at the same time there are so many people being so overwhelmed by how they shouldn't and should behave that they'll quite simply just shut down, because it feels like it's impossible to get that thing right. And so we'll give up on learning, we'll give up on growing, and we'll never achieve our potential. We'll never meet that. We'll never be able to speak our truth, to share that fire that everyone has inside of us, because we're so overwhelmed by how we shouldn't and should behave. But if we change our perspective from looking at the lessons we learned, looking at the inspiration that we get in as ways that we need to behave, to be able to see it as tools that we can implement and use as a way to express our beauty, as a way to express ourselves and be even more authentic to us by speaking our truth, then we can implement it and do the things that is very simply just aligned with us. And we'll need to explore, and we'll need to make errors and try stuff that might not feel good, that we'll then toss away again because it doesn't work for us. But we also need to explore them, because otherwise we won't explore parts of ourselves. And so if I go out and I get inspired by someone, I'll try to implement it in my life, whether I'm aware of it or not. And then I'll feel if it feels aligned with me or not. And I'll be able to use that as a tool, but it's never that lesson I need to adapt to that lesson. I'll be able to adapt that lesson into me, so I can use that as an expansion of who I am, instead of as a way to change who I am. So it becomes an expansion of me, it becomes a tool that I can use. So if you feel overwhelmed by trying to grow into your higher self, or by trying to reach your potential, or grow as a person, or get inspired by others, make that shift in the way you perceive things from the way that you need to behave, to rather see things as a tool that you can use to gain more power, to gain more personal freedom, to express yourself more authentically, more aligned with who you are. And as a result of that, you'll be able to remove some of that judgment that you felt towards yourself. You'll be able to remove that inner voice that's telling you that you aren't good enough, that you aren't worth it, that you're doing it all wrong. Because all the things that you think that you should be doing should be coming from a place of staying true to yourself, not changing who you are, but rather being able to be more authentic with who you are. So I hope that resonates with you. I hope that it takes some of that pressure that we put on ourselves off, and help you understand that you're already whole, perfect and complete, and that you growing is not something that you need to do to change because you aren't good enough, but rather something that you can do as a way of honoring yourself and honoring what's inside of you, staying more true to yourself. So thank you for watching, If you liked the video, please do subscribe. And remember to stay true to you.